think I do it.
Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.
Now then, people. Can you hear me now? I'm assuming you can hear me now. I think it's sorted. I don't know why it's just done that. My apologies. Let me just double check on the settings, make sure I can hear it. Just 1 second. Audio. That's the one. Test. No. Now then, people. Yeah, you can hear me now, right? My apologies. Oh, my God. Let's start that again, people. Bloody hell.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.
Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. Sorry about the mic issues. And also those that are saying, oh, no, not the intro again. I see you, Vic Vinegar. My new intro is currently being worked on, folks. So watch this space. And I've made sure this time there is no scream. There is no scream on the new intro, okay? It's soon come. So that'll be dropping soon. I'm excited for that to drop as well. Big up to LUFC Lewis, who sorts me out with that. So yeah, about this screen, go give him stuff. Go give him Jip, because he's the one who created the screen. Listen, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Today I feel like I'm lying to you a little bit. I feel like I'm doing you a disservice, because it's almost like, for me, there's no news. There's no news for us to discuss. Of course, there's a few mad transfer links that we're going to talk about. And also, you know, we're going to be talking about this management search. It's all very quiet. It's almost too quiet for me. I don't like it, obviously. I also want to do this full time. So if there's no content to speak about, then there's no chance of me doing that. So I'm like, come on, someone give me something. Someone give me something. But it feels like I'll be regurgitating the same information, and we'll have a chat about it. So my apologies for that, but we need to get some content out there. So we're going to have a chat. I'm also going to put in the poll in the YouTube, because for me, I think the three front runners are Daniel Farke, Coberan, and Scott Parker. They seem to be the names that are continuously mentioned. And I want to basically put a poll out there to find out from you, you know, who you want as the next manager. And because I'm not going to put other, because for me, these are the three options. Of course, there's been a lot of Twitter stuff saying, oh, this person, that person. But for me, I think these are going to be the three. I genuinely think these are going to be the three. But it's going to be out of these. But I'm going to put that out there. And I want to get your votes on the poll. Probably spelled Coberan wrong, but there you go. Okay, the poll's out there now. So if you want to give a little vote on there, we can chat about it towards the end of the video. We've got a few transfer links to chat about first and foremost. We'll get them out of the way. Some good. Look, Robin Koch. Let's start with him. Obviously, we were told the other day that Manchester United are considering a move for Robin Koch. We know that he's probably got the best agent known to man, but apparently Eintracht Frankfurt have also entered the race, and Robin Koch does prefer a move back to Germany. There's been a reporter, Toby Altschlaf, which I probably butchered his German name, but basically he says Eintracht Frankfurt and apparently West Ham have also entered the race in the last 24 hours for Robin Koch at West Ham, because he's been discussed as a sixth and possible Rice successor. Koch's preference, though, or tendency, is a move towards the Bundesliga. I think he's maybe struggled with the with the Premier League, to be honest. I still find it mad that clubs are looking for him. I think West Ham's probably more so his level. No, actually, I don't even think he's that good. I'm just making the comparison to the top six clubs that he's been linked with. I think it's, I think it's a bit of a mad one. But yeah, Robin Koch looks like he's on his way out. The thing is with Robin Koch as well, what we're hearing is he has sort of a clause in his contract that says if we get relegated, he's allowed to leave on loan. And basically, if he goes out on loan now, that's the end of his contract. So we're not going to receive a fee for Robin Koch. Ultimately, we're not going to receive any money for Robin Koch. He's going to go out on loan now for a year. I think there's a clause in his contract that enables him to do that. And at the end of that, that'll be the end of his contract with Leeds United. So he'll just leave on a free, which is disappointing. So at least for the season, we're getting his wages off the bill. But it does look like Robin Koch will leave on loan. Who to? I'm not too sure. And then he'll leave on a free. At least it gets his wages off the bill. But ultimately, if there are a lot of clubs in for him, maybe we will get a fee. I'm not too sure though, because I think it'll be a case of there's a clause in my contract that says I can leave on loan if we get relegated. Which club wants me? They'll also probably sign a pre-contract agreement with him to say, look, if you come in now on loan, we'll sign you on the dotted line at the end of your contract for X amount, and you'll get a nice signing on bonus, etc. We know how it works, right? We know how it works. So Robin Koch's not going to be a Leeds United player next season, that's for sure. And it looks like we're not going to receive a fee for him as well, which is disappointing. Dan James is on his way back to Leeds United, scored the other night for Wales. I think they were beaten 4-2 or something by Armenia, something along them lines. I think Rob Page, the manager, was saying it's the best Wales team since sliced bread, and they got slapped up at home by Armenia, I think, which is mad. But listen, yeah, Dan James returning. I'm okay with it. I don't rate him, I don't, but he's done bits in the Championship before. Apparently, Diego Llorente, Leeds United do not want a loan for Diego Llorente. They're looking to offload him permanently, get some money in. And apparently a figure's been touted out at around about 6.8 million. Again, it's from Correo del Sporto. We're always chatting about Leeds United. But we rejected the possibility of him leaving on loan, but a permanent transfer in the region of 6.8 million is on the cards this summer. They just want him off the wage bill, right? And look, Roma had agreed to sign him for X price and have now pulled out with it. So do Leeds United want to enter into another situation where Roma are saying, oh, yeah, we'll buy him again, but for this much. And then we get to the summer and they go, oh, no, we don't want him anymore. So I can sort of see Leeds United pushing that and saying, right, listen, we want him to leave and we want him to leave now. So Diego Llorente, Robin Koch, both are going to be exits. A lot of people have been mentioning this in the chat as well. Louis Openda from Lens in France, killing it this season, being one of the star turns in Ligue 1 this season. There's not a chance he's coming at Leeds United. It's absolutely crazy talk. Where in the world are Leeds United going to convince Louis Openda, who's been having an unreal season in Ligue 1, to drop down to the Championship with Leeds United? Just look at some of the names that have been mentioned. Lazio, Eintracht Frankfurt, Monaco, Marseille. All right. But apparently Leeds United are going to win that race to sign him. He scored 21 goals in Ligue 1 this season. As I say, had a fantastic season. But yeah, apparently, look, while it's unheard of for an ambitious champion side to spend big in hopes of promotion, it would be a surprise if the White splashed out anything like the mooted fee for one player this term. Listen, there's not a cat in hell's chance Louis Openda is coming to the Championship with Leeds United. It's crazy talk. And it looks like this week as well, we will see, or certainly get some more clarity with the Marc Roca situation. He's going to be leaving for Real Betis as well. Be interesting to see. Look, Robin Koch and Llorente leaving, Roca leaving. There's holes in this squad. So we need these players to do one and quick. We need a manager next season. Okay. For next season, and start preparing. Who that manager is going to be? Well, the options for me are between Daniel Farke, Carlos Coberan, and Scott Parker. There have been some other names mentioned. Someone did tell me, again, like I say, you can believe it, you cannot. It's entirely up to you. I've been told Rutter's staying put. There was talk of Rutter going back to Hoffenheim. I believe the word on the street is that Rutter's staying put. Leeds United want him to stay and they want him to be part of the plans going into next season. No, Mark, I won't stop saying it is what it is. That's my thing. Someone actually, I'm just gonna mention some. Someone actually tweeted me the other day, right, to say, I've watched you for a long time. However, I prefer Joe because he's right and you're wrong. Now, please do me a favor, right? If you watch me, that's totally fine, but don't just message me to tell me you prefer someone else. Like, what is that about? Like, I don't need to know that shit. Like, I don't come and say, oh, by the way, I like you, but I like him better. If you like him better, then watch that person. You don't have to tell me that. Like, it's mental. Then went on to have a conversation with himself on Twitter. It is what it is. You're probably watching now. You'll know what I'm speaking about. It's mad. It's just a madness. I don't need to know that, yes, you might like me, but, you know, you like someone else. I don't need to know that. Just don't tell me. Like, it really, really surprised me. I'm like, what? Like, why? You know? It's like, I don't know. This is the thing, isn't it, about social media? Like, back in the day, if no one liked you, if no one digged your stuff, you didn't know about it. You didn't know about it. Do you know what I mean? But now, because of social media, people can tell you that. And listen, this is nothing on Joe, by the way. I actually shared it with Joe, and I went, "Oh, this guy digs you." You know what I mean? It's not. It's that, but it's mad. Just like in this world that, you know. Yeah, it is what it is. We move. It is what it is. I've done it again. So Rutter is staying put. Rutter's staying put. That's good for me. Yeah, Cole, believe that. You best believe that. There's also maybe been chats with, it's a Mario shirt, and I to be honest, I'm surprised it's taken this long for someone to mention the red shirt. My son likes Mario, so it's for him, bro. If you don't like Mario, I don't know what you're on, especially with Mario Kart, man. You can't beat Mario Kart. Yeah, listen, apparently much like Rodgers, there has been conversations about Graham Potter, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Maze, can you shut the door, Bab? Don't want the dogs pissing on my bed again. Thank you, love. Yeah, so we don't want all I can think is the dog pissing on the bed now. Just bear with me one moment. One sec. Where was I? Yeah. So Potter and so I just don't see it happening, folks. Unfortunately, I just don't see that happening. Just saying, what if we did pull off Openda? He could fire us back. I've seen a lot of him in French. Yeah, but he's not going to come to the Championship, and the French league's not below the Championship, bro. Like, it's not great, but it's not below the Championship, Dan. It's not great, but it's not below the Championship. Can you imagine Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in the Championship? Can you imagine Jonathan David, Alexandre Lacazette, Verratti? Imagine them in the Championship. I know it's bad, but it's not worse than the Championship, bro. We're dealing with people like Lee Gregory. I don't know who's down there. Come on, it's not. It's not. Buzzing for you, mate. Yeah, some people have got new season tickets, etc. That's good for you, man. Openda is going Leipzig for 40 million potentially. Just on that, we spoke about Cole Palmer the other day. If you remember, we'd been linked to we haven't been linked, but we spoke about Cole Palmer potentially coming on loan to the Championship. As it turns out, Leipzig want to take him on loan. So when clubs like this that are playing in the Champions League, he's not dropping down to the Championship. I did think that he would go lower in Premier League anyway, but if Leipzig are knocking, it's like the kid Carvalho at Liverpool as well. Leeds fans want him, but he's going... he's going to go. Well, he's wanted by Leipzig as well. So I don't see us being able to get them, unfortunately. RM, are you trolling? We signed Rafinha in the Prem, not the Championship. Yeah, anyone who thinks we signed Rafinha in the Championship's mad. We definitely didn't. Just bear with me one moment. I'm just going through some more of the comments. Mark says, you predicted West Ham win, we got slaughtered. But I do like your channel because you don't hold back. Yeah, well, I did think we would win. Like, you're allowed to be wrong, right? But I think 75% of the Leeds United fan base probably felt that we were going to win that game. Let's not forget, Mark. Let's not forget that West Ham had played 2.5 days before, had been on the piss. You'd have thought we was. I don't think that was that wild. Like, I don't think that was wild. The mad thing is, our two worst games came against Spurs at home and West Ham away. The two games which we all thought we'd struggle in, we got 1 point in and only lost 2-1. Like, it's mad. Just on the Coventry pair as well, like Victor Gyökeres, whatever you want, he's not coming to he's not staying in the Championship. He's got offers. I think Wolves want him. He's also got offers for from Sporting Lisbon. I think that you need to stop thinking about that. Gyökeres is not one. Even Joel Pirro. Joel Pirro, again, he's wanted by lower ends. Muckanor says, no one is saying PSG, Marseille are Championship quality. Don't patronise people, Joe. Not being patronising at all. The guy said, I watch a lot of French football and the Championship level is better. Well, it's not, is it? It's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not patronising. If you don't like it, Muckanor, don't watch, bro. That's all I'll say to you. It wasn't patronising. I'm just saying, don't make a statement that's not true. Because it's not equal or same to the Championship. I think that's mad. Drama to Burnley, your views, Joe. Yeah, Ginger Ali, like, disappointed, but it is what it is. Yeah, Tommy G, exactly. That's what I don't understand. If you think I'm patronising, then I think it's mad. But for me, Drama will probably go, and I can't blame the kid. Like, he wants first team football. So you know, I know we'll get that now at Leeds, but he's missed the opportunity. You know, he's missed the opportunity in terms of, or we've missed the opportunity, should I say? You know, we've missed the opportunity. But anyway, just on that league thing, regardless, Louis Openda is not coming to the championship. That's all that comes from. That's all that comes from. For sure. More competitive, yes. More competitive, yes. I mean, the championship's one of the most competitive leagues in the world, if we're being totally honest. Yeah, I agree with that. If that was the statement, okay, I agree, but I think it was quality-wise. Jamie says, I've accepted we aren't coming straight back up, so it is what it is. I think we will, bro. I think we will. Thank you very much, Terry. Right, okay. Let's no one says they're going to the championship. No one said that. No one said that, bro. So maybe go back, maybe rewind, hit the double click and check, because no one said that. Bamba Dieng to Leeds, here we go. Yeah, Radrazani was tweeting again the other day, wasn't he? And then someone picked him up on the fact that he got the Sampdoria colours the wrong way around, so he deleted it and stripped it back out. But yeah, it is what it is. And I've said it again. There you go. If we are clever with our recruitment, we'll be back up there. Yeah, for sure. Right, what I'm gonna do, because I can't be arsed with this anymore. Mucka North League. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't forget that hyper-competitive league in Saudi, not like people are going there for the money. Yeah, that's mad. It's the new retirement home, isn't it? It's the new retirement. Nah, don't ban people, but it is what it is. Gordon says, don't forget that. Yeah, it's become the new retirement home. Don't forget China tried to do this as well. It is what it is. Them players are obviously going to go because they're going to get the bag. Like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's mad. I would go there as well. Paco Max says, coming straight back up with what team? Yeah, obviously we need to wait, don't we, until that's developed. But we're not the only ones that are in this situation right now. Look at Leicester. Look at Leicester as well. I would argue that we have a team with what's left after people have gone that's more oven ready for the championship than these teams. But you won't see that because people have negative looks and I have a positive look at it. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, I don't think it's that bad when we did the keep, sell, loan and all that sort of stuff. It depends which names you can keep hold of as well. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. But we'll see, innit? We'll see. But who don't like if Daniel Farke comes in the door, I'm really, really positive. If Coberan comes in the door, I'm slightly positive. Parker comes in the door, I'm not feeling it. He probably will get us up. I just don't like him. You know, I just don't like him. Yeah, Jammy, exactly, bro. And that's what I mean. Because, Jammy, just on this, yeah, if you want to be a part of the world, be a part of the world. If you don't want to be, I'll just remove you. So it'll do you a favour and me a favour and the rest of the chat a favour as well. It is what it is. Yeah, I agree with you here, Graham. Like, silence is golden. Yeah, I think this is what we, the way we have to get used to operating now as well. I don't think it helps either that it's a lot of the business is being done in the States. So the journos over here are probably out of the loop because it's all the key decisions are being made in the States. The club feed what they want to the 49ers, like telling them that they weren't ever speaking to Rodgers, which I think is BS because they were. I think we all know that. Paco Max says, I'm happy if we can stop. Come on now. Yeah, but that was last time, mate. This is nowhere comparable. Paco Max, this is nowhere comparable to last time. Last time we had debt coming out of it, selling players, all this. We don't have to do that this time. We don't have to do this time. Remember, we've got parachute payments. That wasn't a thing last time. We've got players that we can sell for decent money and reinvest. It's not comparable for me. I could go through the team now and say, right, okay, so even if you don't make any signings, right? Even if you don't make any signings, Joel Robles in goal, Luke Ayling at right back, Rasmus Christensen, Charlie Creswell at right centre back, Max Vober at left centre back, and also Junior forget Junior Strauch, yeah? You then go into midfield and you go Darko JB, you go Gray, you know, there's Lewis Bate, for example. You've got Nonto, you've got Somerville, you've got Bamford. I know people won't want to hear it, but that's quite strong for the Championship already. People won't want to hear it, but the Championship now is not the league it once was, in my opinion. I might have to eat my words on that. Eat my words on that, but I look at the quality of the teams went up last year, Burnley aside, and look at their squads. Sheffield United was the same squad that when we were down there with. You got Matteo Joseph, Sonny Perkins. Paco Matt says Nonto is not saying. I won't be so certain on that, bro. I would not be so certain on that. I do probably more probable that he was, but I won't be so certain on that. Who is Junior Strike? No, I was going to say Junior Firpo, and then I said, well, no, he's leaving. So I said Strauch. You know what I meant, yeah? Yeah, David, 100%, man. Just look at the teams that came up, man. I looked at Sheffield United's last game. They still had like Chris Basham, John Egan, Ender Stevens, Ollie McBurney. They're all the same gadgets. It ain't that different. Billy Sharp was there as well. He's been released now. But what I'm saying is it ain't that different. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, let's get stuck into the latest article on Leeds United's manager hunt. Okay, and we'll finish up with this. This was by Mike McGrath of The Telegraph just yesterday, around lunchtime yesterday. Daniel Farke joins Leeds United manager shortlist. Tell us something we don't know, right? It's like we're scraping the barrel at the minute, but does say that the club are expected to conclude their managerial hunt next week as they identify the right candidate to lead their Championship promotion campaign. From what I'm told, right? From what I'm told, yeah, and I do believe these information that I get, right? Farke's the one, right? Farke's the one, okay? But there seems to be a little bit of the disagreement about the long-term vision, yeah? About the long-term vision in terms of if we were to get Farke, if we then move into the Premier League, what does that mean? Because say what you want about Farke, as positive as you might be, and I do think it'd be a great appointment, both times would lead you to think, do you know what? It ain't great, is it? It ain't great. So I maybe think that seems to be the issue, maybe holding it up, but they are doing more interviews. That's the information I've been told. We'll wait and see again. It might be 100% right. It might not be. All right. But you can understand if there is a little bit of dubiousness, if there is a bit of dubiousness about the appointment, that would be a fair reason as to why you might reconsider that, because you don't want to have to get a manager and then sack him, and then you're already 6 months in before you sack him. I sort of get why maybe they are umming and ahhing over it. But for me personally, like Jay in the chat as well, I'm a Farke fan. He played some quality stuff with that Norwich side. He actually won the league when we were down there with Bielsa, winning that league, battering us 3-1, if you remember, at Ellen Road. We'd beaten them earlier on in the season, but they played some very good stuff. They had a decent talent ID during that time as well, bringing in players like Buendia, Timu Puki, etc. And like people say, he wasn't backed as much. Should we sign Billy Sharp? No. In all seriousness, Bradley Dack? No. Brereton Diaz is now over in Spain, mate. Manning and Gyökeres. Gyökeres will not stay in the Championship. Ryan Manning is probably the only one on that list that's realistic. But Ben Brereton Diaz is already at Villarreal or Valencia. I can't remember. Bradley Dack, no. Billy Sharp, no. They're just done out here. And Gyökeres, as I say, he's not staying in the Championship unless, yeah. he's not staying anyway. So I think Ryan Manning. Sean says, why is it underwhelming? I genuinely don't understand people being underwhelmed by the Farke signing, because Daniel Farke has success at this level. Daniel Farke has won the league twice. He had similar or exact same win percentage rate as Marcelo Bielsa that season that they won the league. Remember, they won the league whilst we were down there. Yeah? Whilst we were down there, they won that league. Let's not forget that, okay? When we were playing some of the best stuff that I've ever seen in the flesh, we still didn't win the league. They won the league, okay? Just looking at this as well, I'll share this with you. A big shout out the lads at second tier. The managers with the most points per game in championship history. Daniel Farke's on that list, as is Scott Parker, right? I don't want Scott Parker, but Daniel Farke's on that list. Obviously, Marcelo Bielsa on there, didn't play nowhere near as many as someone like Steve Coppell, etc. But what Daniel Farke is, for me, not an underwhelming appointment for Leeds United, having won the league twice. Yeah, it's a decent return. Yeah, those that are saying underwhelming, exactly. We're in the championship. Jamie says, why do fans want Farke? I think it's more a personal thing with Parker. I don't like Parker. I don't like Parker. I think it's maybe the scripted movements comment that he made when Marcelo Bielsa was in charge. And I would argue that Scott Parker, when promoted to the Premier League, has had a much bigger war chest to play with than someone like Daniel Farke. What is this? What is this? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why is it a lazy choice? Explain. Give me some context. That's mad. I could agree if you were saying Carlos Coberan, because someone made that. But how is it a lazy choice? I don't understand that comment. What does that mean below? Please give me some. Jake says he's awful. Who is? Farke. Oh, God, please. Leeds fans are never happy. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want as a coach? Right. I want to know from those that are saying that Farke is lazy, is awful. He's not awful. He's definitely not awful. But who do you take? Who do you take? Exactly, Michael. Please tell them. Tell them, brother. Who do you want? Right, okay. Farke plays better football than Rafa. That's fact. Lazy choice, getting a DOF and manager from a yo-yo. We're not getting a DOF from a yo-yo club. We're not. It's not. It's mad. Exactly, Sam. This is what I don't understand. People are aware what he did for Norwich when we were down there. There was a comment as well I just wanted to pick up on, and I've missed it. Oh, it's the Leicester coach, right? It's the Leicester City's new coach, right? Someone made a comment on this. I know my man Locks is watching. He never misses a beat, don't Locks? Where is it? I bet this is the mad thing, right? Someone made this point on Twitter. If Leeds United signed Marquise, is that how I pronounce it, Locks? Marquise? I'm not sure. Basically, Pep's number 2. If Leeds United would have signed Pep's number 2, everyone would be saying it's too much of a gamble. When people see Leicester doing it, everyone's going, yeah, that's good, man. That's good. That's how people react. That's how people react. But listen, my man's managed once before. Okay? Once before, and he got sacked at Parma. So don't let Don't get too gooey-eyed. Let's see what he's got first of all, because some managers just ain't built for management, if that makes sense. Who can forget what's his face? Carlo Ancelotti's number 2 previously at Chelsea, went Derby, went West Brom, was terrible. Steve Clarke? No. The other guy, Steve Clarke, was a number 2 for a long time. Who's the other guy? Oh, man. I keep thinking Colin, but I can't remember. What's his name? Number 2. No, not Claridge. Was it Claridge? I can't remember. What's his number 2? What's his number 2? I can't remember. Clement. There you go. Clement. Exactly same. Yeah. Locks, have you seen their side, bro? Let's not get too hasty. Paul Clement, exactly. Some people aren't built for it. Look at Stellini. Stellini was a number 2. Every single job that he stepped up to, it's not really worked out, has it? So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on Marquis, first of all. Let's wait. Let's cool. You know, Locks is a lot like me. He's going to look for the positives. He's going to look for the positives, and him seeing a 2.6 win percentage or whatever for Man City that are just stacked, then let him have that. But let's wait. Let's wait. Brian Kidd, Craig. Yeah, exactly. There are stories like this. So let's just wait. Yeah, I've seen Man City's. However, Leicester's side will be the best. Mate, you're full of shit. Like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. In what world? In what world are they the best side? You need a new keeper because both of them are whack. You spoke about this Christensen left back guy. He's worse than our Christensen. Who's at centre back? Harry Suter. Wout Fess will probably leave. Soyunchu's already gone. Johnny Evans getting over the hill now. Who's your right back? Because Pereira will leave. Don't think he's playing in the Championship. Locks, man, you smoke, man. Locks, honestly, mate, you chat beans. We've been through this. You say this all the time. You chat beans. Leicester are bad. Leicester are bad. Leicester have a massive rebuild on. You ain't got no money, bro. You know this. I told you this last season. Luke Thomas leaving. What's his name? Dewsbury Hall leaving. It's mad. It's mad. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Yeah, but we're not talking about Leeds. But we have a better squad than Leicester. I'm telling you. They have more upheaval than us. Now, Locks isn't a wind-up, Adam. Locks believes this stuff. Trust me. Tete had one good game, and honestly, I could bring up the receipts of Locks telling me that Tete was the best thing since sliced bread. He had one good game and then went missing. I'm telling you. Their manager did do well at Parma. Well, he got sacked, bro. Get me on your show now, bro. You're being so silly. We have money. No, you don't. We're spending half of what we spend. Who told you that? Are you like the finance director? Already saved 600 per week in wages. Yeah, but you need to pay the bills, bro. You need to pay the bills. Honestly. Joseph MBU says this clown was pushing more than his weight. I told you Championship is your place. Who do you support, bro? Tell me who you support. Just for hearing Joe say your chat beans. Gabe, man, he does, honestly. I can't get him on now because I can't. He just says crazy things, man. Mate, right? They beat Spurs 4-1, yeah. They beat Spurs 4-1. Locks then told me they were going to win 9 out of 14 games. 9 out of 14 games. That was them, he said. I've got all the receipts. Oh, this is us. I says, mate, no. You still finished below us. Okay, they didn't, but they got relegated. You know, so it's mad. He also told me they were getting Graham Potter. Well, he's not there. I don't know where Graham Potter is. The guy's chat so much beans. He's like me though. It's not a bad, you know. He's not. I'm not having Locks knows. He's like me. He's just very passionate and gets away with himself. But it is what it is, you know. Locks is mad. Locks, you ain't ready for the championship, man. Listen, wait till next week when Daniel Farke comes in, who's got 2 championship winning medals and is about to get a third. About to get a third for the Mighty Whites. Yeah? That's what's going to happen. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Right, let's go back to this article and see what they're saying. Locks made me lose myself because he's just coming with his mad Leicester prop. And it is just that. It's Leicester prop. Okay, so that actually read and weep, people. Daniel Farke is among the candidates. The German coach left his role with Bundesliga club Borussia Mönchengladbach earlier this month and has been assessing his next options, which could now include a return to English football after twice masterminding returns to the Premier League for Norwich. We've got a number of candidates and plan to speak to the final contenders next week before making their decisions. The early contenders are Scott Parker, Carlos Coberan, Steven Gerrard was understood to be interested. Not that Leeds were. He was touting himself like a cheap hooker, but he's now over in Saudi, all right? I know Tete was a loan, bro. I know George. He was bad, though. Farke became available from Mönchengladbach, and then obviously Leeds were on it. And that's it, really. That is it. That is it, really, with regards to what it's like. They're running out. Even we're running out. The ink is running dry on Leeds United news. So they just regurgitated a similar sort of article we've seen all week. But yeah, look, West Ham is now going out there that are looking at Robin Koch as a potential Declan Rice replacement. He has played in the 6 before. He arguably, for me, looks better in the 6 than he ever did at centre-back when we've played him there, apart from when we played him in that single pivot role under Bielsa when we got slapped up by Man United. First game of the second season, I think they beat us like 6-1. He could be an option. Again, he's not going to cost anyone anything. He's not going to cost anyone a penny because he's probably just going to go out on loan and then that'll be the end of his... that'll be the end of his season and his time at Leeds United because his contract will run out and he can move on. Llorente, as we know, apparently 6.8 million is being touted as a permanent deal because Leeds United are saying, listen, we're not letting you leave on loan again. You are going. Let's have a look. Let's chat about what's his face? Robles. See what happens with Robles. We're still waiting to hear. Let's have a look. Curtis Steele says there's a rumours out there that Rodgers' wife doesn't want to move back to Glasgow. She can stay in England then, right? The Rodgers one's not happening. It is mad though why it's gone so quiet with Celtic. You know what I mean? It's a bit mad how quiet it has gone on the Celtic Rodgers stuff, if I'm being totally honest. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, we will. Listen, folks, I've got work. I've got work very, very soon. If any more news comes out between now and then, we'll chat about it. But for me, I think it's going to be very, very quiet now until Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe we'll hear something on Monday. But we must have an appointment by next week. We must. And then we need to move on after that as well, man. So we'll wait and see. Listen, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in. I think Locks is over on Leicester Fan TV after this. I've got work, folks. I'll catch you on the other side. But make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all again. Look at Locks. You've rattled me, bro. I'm furiously typing. Right. Where are you, bro? Come on. If you want to chat, let's chat. 1 second. I'll send Locks this. Let me send Locks this link. Honestly, man, the guy's mad. Wait there, Lachlan. Wait there, folks. We'll get Locks on. Let's see what he's got to say. He's always furiously typing, man. In our group chat, it always says Locks is typing, Locks is typing, Locks is typing. This is what he does. David Raya's going to Spurs. There you go. No move there for Ilian. Just waiting for WhatsApp to load up. Locks, I'm going to send it you on Twitter because my WhatsApp's not loading up. Just 1 minute. There you go, Locks. It's on Twitter. You want to come on? Come on. We'll chat about this whack Leicester team. Jamie says I've stopped vacuuming the live chat. Yeah. Come on then, Locks. Still waiting for him to come through, folks. He probably bottle it now, man. He'll bottle it. He's bottling it, man. He's a bottle job. Where is he? Come on. Oh, he's here. Right, went there. Come on then, mate. Say your piece. This is what two's away on a little filthy getaway with his missus, by the way. Come on.
Mate. You don't know what you're saying about Leicester, man. You're underestimating us.
Why? In what way? What have I underestimated?
Well, you're acting like we're skint or we're tight or whatever.
Well, you are skint.
No, we're not though. We're not.
Go on then. You told me you weren't skint last season. Why are you not skint? Explain.
We weren't spending. So last summer, the reason we didn't spend much was apparently because of FFP. We couldn't bring anyone in until we actually sold Fofana. Not financially, not because we didn't have the money, but because of FFP.
True, is it?
No, it's true, mate. You can literally find this online. You can find this online.
Who told you that? The club told you that, or
mate? The Athletic have written about it and everything. We couldn't bring anyone in until we sold Fofana because of FFP.
Because she's skint.
FFP, okay. Right?
Okay.
We spent money. We bought obviously Fast. He's shit, but we spent money on him. Then we bought Christensen. Fast was 18 million.
Okay.
And then we spent. Christensen was like 15 million.
He's terrible, by the way.
Suter was about 15 as well.
Okay.
Right?
So how much is that?
Do the math, mate. What, 40 something? I don't know.
Okay. And how much did you get for Fofana?
80.
Okay. So where's the rest of that?
It's in the bank, mate. It's in the bank.
Okay. Paying the bills.
The only loan we've had a loan which has been going on for which we've had for a while.
The bank loans you took out.
That's being paid out. That we're paying.
Why did you take bank loans out?
What?
Why did you take bank loans out?
It's just what Leicester have always done. The way we've operated, we've taken out loans, and the Premier League TV money has paid off the loans.
So are you getting that Premier League TV money next season then?
We're getting parachute payments, which are paying off that loan.
Okay.
We're bringing in over, and you know this. We're bringing in over 100 million in player sales.
Who?
Madison Barnes.
Right. How much are they going for?
70.
In total, yeah?
Yeah, in total 70, yeah.
Right. So how much is Madison?
What I would value him at?
No. So I've seen some crazy valuations, like they want 60 million. He's got a year left. They have to be realistic, right?
50 for Madison.
50. You're not getting 50 for him.
We are. We'll get 58. We'll get 50.
You won't get 50, bro.
Yeah, we will, man. Yeah, we
will. For a player that's got a year left that's dropped down to the Championship.
Absolutely. Mate, you know how Leicester operate. Look at Maguire, mate. Look what happened with Maguire, Fofana. We will make sure we get
that's when you were a Premier League club. You can't be like that.
Matter. It doesn't matter, mate. And with Barnes, I think 30 for Barnes, right? And the thing with Barnes is, if we get anything less for Barnes, why would we get rid of him if we think keeping him might be worth more money than 20 million, right? If he helps us go up, if he helps us get promoted, it's worth
Do
more
you
than
think
20 million.
Barnes will stay? Will he stay though? You've got to factor this in.
30, mate. Yeah, but no, Barnes will go for 30. If we get the offer for 30,
He's not going for 30, bro.
Mate, I think he will. I think he will. Right?
Where do you rate him alongside Jack Harrison?
He's better than Jack Harrison.
What? So you would say double his price, near enough?
Well, how much was?
Because I reckon we'll get about 17-20 for Jack.
I mean, weren't Leicester linked with him for 30, right? In January.
Again, Premier League.
Yeah, yeah.
No longer
I
Premier
think
League.
I'd probably put Harrison between 15 and 20.
What, and Harvey Barnes at 30?
If I'm going on his value, what Leicester probably value him at, yeah, 30. Because if it's anything less than that, then what's
Do you
the
think you're going to get? So you're going to get 80 million all in for Barnes and Maddison?
Somewhere between 70 and 80.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you've got the little bits. You've got the little bits. Castagna's been linked now with Juventus for 15, right? 15 million. Yeah. Castagna.
I've seen Arsenal is linked to Castagna, right?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I think he wants Italy because that's where he played before. And then you've got just other players like Fass is linked away because apparently he wants to play for Belgium, so he needs to play in the Premier League or another league, right?
Right.
So, 20 million, but
similar situation to Leeds in terms of exits, right?
Yeah.
So what happens then?
We're spending, mate. We're spending money. We are spending money this summer.
Who are we looking at so far?
Well, we don't know. I mean, the first player we've been linked with is Jerry Yates from Blackpool, right? But ignore that, mate.
Big signing.
We'll be in the of course we'll be in the loan market, right? Of course, because it'd be stupid not to. Obviously, we'll be in the loan market.
I've heard you getting Haaland and De Bruyne to me because of
piss off, mate. Piss off. But the thing is, mate, and it's been like this for the last 6 months. Yeah, people are underestimating just because Leicester didn't spend out last summer. Leicester have spent money every year apart from last summer, and because we didn't spend money summer,
you are skimming because the owner whose big thing was like duty free stuff and that, right, on flights, COVID hammered him. Then what? Then the money's dried up, bro.
Nah.
And then
Leicester
you're relegated
by selling one big asset. Leicester have sold one big asset nearly every single summer since we won the Premier League, right?
Right, and you did that this season with Fofana, 90 million, and also let Schmeichel out, and then did not replace them.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying because Fofana went very late.
Why didn't you replace them, though, Locks?
We replaced Fofana, mate, with Fass. He was just shit. All right. You don't know that was going to happen. Fofana was, more than half the price that Maguire was, for example, right? So they've scouted him, and it was clearly he's not very good. We know that he's not a very good player, but it could have turned out the other way, right? This summer we were going to sell Maddison regardless. If we stayed up or not, again in the Athletic, they said we were going to sell him no matter what. Obviously, we probably would have got a bit more. If we're in the Premier League, maybe 60, 70. You never know, but. We've sold We've sold a player every year for big money. Chilwell the year before Fofana, and Mahrez a couple of years before that, Maguire. So we have money. People are underestimating us, mate. We are still going to spend money. We've spent money every single summer, and because there's one summer that we haven't, everyone's like, "Oh well, the owner's." I saw some of your comments saying the owner's tight. How the hell is the owner tight? We spent more money than Leeds have. Right over the last few years. So how is
no. But context on that is our owner's skin. Our owner was skin. Yours is not.
But I don't get how he's tight. Or
no, I don't agree with that.
The thing is, we're based. I mean, I've told you before. I know you mentioned the duty free argument, which is true. Obviously, himself. He has lost a lot of money with duty free, the King Power company. But they still paid off 140 million pound in debts in January, just gone. Yeah. Right? They've still got money. We're selling assets. We're still going to spend money. Mate. I don't expect us to spend every single penny that we bring in, which will probably be around 100 million this summer. We're not going to spend 100 million, but we'll spend a good 50 of it. Right? I know what you said earlier about what the board confirmed that, but no, obviously they haven't confirmed it. We will because we've promised this Maresca a rebuild. Yeah, I know that comment there is true. My heart rate's up, mate. But I just think you're underestimating. In a year's time, mate, you might come back to me and go, there you go, just so, right? But I don't think so. I think
it's probably more so I will do that as we go. We're going to the Prem. We're going to the Prem, Locks. I'll see you in a bit, bro.
Mate, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Mate, so
You'll see.
Tell me how pumped you are for this Marquise guy.
Well, my preference was Parker, and not because of the style of football, not because of when he gets in the Premier League, he's been shit, what we've seen so far, but just that I don't care about how he played football, mate. I care about getting promoted first time, and he's done that twice.
I hear it.
But
so why don't you? So what are your thoughts on Leeds and Farke then? Are you worried if we get Farke?
I think you should get Parker, mate. I think Parker's should be for any team.
Wait. So Daniel Farke's won the league twice. Scott Parker had to go up through the playoffs one time. And
either or. I just think Parker's a better shout.
And his Bournemouth team and Fulham team were stacked. Mitrovic, the Bournemouth team, Solanke, all them folks. Norwich
had some players there, mate. Norwich had some
but they brought them in. No, Buendia, of course, what's his face as well, Timu Pukki, etc. But what I'm saying is, you say Parker's good, but then you don't rate Farke when he's won it twice.
I'm not saying I don't rate Farke. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, from my point, because we were never linked with Farke anyway. So
no. I'm asking for your opinion on Leeds manager though.
Either or, but I would say Parker, but I haven't got enough reasons to back that up to argue with you. You know, I think either or, but I'm just saying, as a Leicester fan, I wanted Parker. So, you know, but I think Parker, I'm surprised he's not in a job yet. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but look what he did at Club Brugge, mate. He bombed at Club Brugge.
Apparently he rejected Leicester because we didn't offer him a big enough contract, but we've given Maresca 3 years. So how long did Parker want? I don't know.
He knew we'd
maybe
get
Dean Smith, mate. Dean Smith, John Terry, and Craig Shakespeare available, mate.
Mate, you're buzzing. I seen you putting a tweet out just because he'd like to tweet that you were like, "Oh, John Terry's staying."
I would have liked him to stay, but there we go.
Why?
But yeah. Anyway,
based on what? Based on what?
Just it's JT, innit? You know what I mean?
It's JT. He's horrible. He's horrible.
He's not horrible.
Yeah, he is.
Well, yeah, he's a bit of a shithouse. But
he slept with his best mate's wife, mate. What are you on about?
But anyway, mate, all I've come on to say is that all I've come on to say is that I think you are underestimating Leicester, saying that because I think it's better than right. It's a blessing in disguise.
Because everybody knows you still owe me money that you haven't paid up yet, right? Yeah. So let's have another bet. Right? I'm confident now, right, that you will finish the lowest out of the 3 relegated teams. Now, you might finish third. I still think you might get top 6. But my opinion is that out of the 3 relegated teams, which is Southampton, Leeds, and Leicester, you will finish the lowest.
100-point season, mate.
Marquise will be gone.
It's not Marquise, it's Maresca, bro.
Maresca. My apologies. I don't know. I only know about his failed time at Parma. I don't know about anything else.
I'll tell you what, mate. We can get Calvin Phillips on loan, yeah?
No, man. Honestly.
No, we'll finish.
What's his name?
We'll finish Leeds.
Maresca.
What?
Maresca.
Yeah, Enzo Maresca.
Let's see how he does.
We're winning the league, and I think Southampton will finish above you.
Mate, I'm telling you, right? If we get Farke, the championship needs to be put on notice because the guy knows what he's doing.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
Okay.
But thanks for having me on, mate. Appreciate it.
It's all right.
It's been a while. All right. I just wanted to vent because, like I said, I was typing very, very furiously. And
I can imagine, Locks.
You were raising my heart rate, so I needed to come out and speak. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy your little getaway and your little TP. And
yeah, and at least we're both in the championship, so we can.
Where are you?
This season.
Yeah, we can. Where are you?
I don't know. Warwickshire.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, in the countryside, in a teepee.
Nice. I'm surprised you got Wi-Fi, bro. Signal.
Oh, I'm on my phone, mate. Hotspot.
Oh, there you go. And what's your missus up to now?
Literally sat across the room from me, wishing that I'd get off here.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that to you. So with that, mate, I'll let you go. Peace out, Lachlan.
Yeah, I just to all the Leeds fans watching, I hope you go to League One and we'll see each other in 10 years or something like that, yeah? Cheers, mate.
Bye. Lox is a madman. Hey, nah, he's a good guy. He's just like me, that's all. We're very passionate about the football club. But yeah, I've even forgot that guy's name again. What was it? Marrakesh? Maraca, did he say? Marrakesh? Enzo Marrakesh, and he'll be sacked by Christmas because it'll be poor. It'll be poor. The owners are skint. Nah, listen, it is what it is. Right, listen, I'm gonna leave it there. I've got work soon. Enjoy you. I know it's Maresca. I was just being. Yeah, we're gonna call him on this channel. We're gonna call him Enzo Marrakesh. Anyway, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if something drops later on. I'll be live, but I'm working till 11 tonight, so we'll wait and see. Peace out, people. Oh, it's not ending. Let's go. Here's Lox. Look, Lox is back. Lox, spend some time with your missus, mate. When the tent is a rocking, don't come a knocking.